Welcome to the Hot Young Designers Club podcast.
I'm Rebecca Plum, your big sister.
And I'm Shaun Surha, your GBF.
We're not that hot or that young,
but we believe it's a state of mind that helps us build adaptable and profitable businesses.
We rely on the support of our design besties to get through each day.
So let's explore the emotional, practical, and humorous sides of being interior designers.
Welcome to the club. Hey, Shaun.
What's up, Rebecca?
TGIF.
Oh my God. I know we're not complaining, but we were complaining about how it's so terrible. It's so hot and my massage is so gentle and the spa is so relaxing. Kind of like it's like
Well, I'm a proponent of seasons and having different ones. So I get like season light in Northern California, and yeah, it's 90 here now too in March. Like give us a minute, give us a spring. Can we have a shoulder season?
Can I just have some marine layer in the mornings for like a little bit, just so it's like a cool morning and I can pretend I can wear a jacket and then take it off at lunch?
Can we get a third layer? Like, come on.
Thoughts and prayers to the hotties who are in the snow. But you're welcome to join us. The West Coast is the best coast, so.
Well, I am going to Ohio next week, and I've been following the weather. It is psychotic. Like, you look at like a 2-week spread and it goes from 70s to literally 30s. Like, this is daytime temps, like bouncing between days.
Oh, it's weird. Okay, wait. Have you told the hotties why you're going to Ohio?
I don't know. I am
so.
going, very excited actually. We are going to go tour the Norwalk factory. So they open the factory, I think, once a year for tours and invite their dealers. And we've never done it before. And so I've never seen like a major upholstered furniture operation like this. I'm really excited.
Big. It's not like the shops I go to here in LA where like maybe they have half a dozen people or less is usually like the average size. And there's some bigger ones that have like for sure less than 20. But to be at like a full scale operation like Norwalk Furniture is, like coast to coast production, like the fact that they can have enough production needs that like leads are in excess of 4 weeks at any time kind of shows you how big that is.
Right. Yeah, I'm like, I really want to see the fabrics because I'm just think it's funny. Like, why can't you, like, if my COM fabric gets mislabeled or something, they're like, we'll try to find it. And I'm just imagining somebody goes into a little closet, like looking through some rolls. It's like a giant room. So anyway, I'll report
it's just
back.
probably like a big like stall that's just
all
bolts
UPS.
Yeah. It's probably just all a bunch of FedEx wrapping or UPS wrapping on them or clear plastic, and then they've got to go find it. And like, it isn't very easy unless they had their own. I bet that, you know what? I'm curious. I wonder if they have like, you know how like when Target scans something, they'll put the little sticker, scan that sticker. Like Macy's does that too. Like it's its own custom sticker then. Like it's its own barcode now. And they like create a barcode in real time. I feel like that should be how fabrics get checked in somewhere, is like, well, we scanned it and it's in like slot 1, 2, 3, 4. Like what slot is it in?
I'll report back. It probably is.
And like how many rolls max could be in an organizer. So you only have to look through like how many at a time. My mind would go crazy looking at all that. Like, be sure to report back on what you saw.
And
non-spawn, but we do both sell Norwalk furniture, so we can't help but talk about
the
it.
exciting other part that they tell you is there's a sale. So there's like a kind of a warehouse sale that we have access to at the end. And I was watching videos. I don't know if it was for this, but there's people like jogging through a hallway. Like it's like supermarket sweep. Like, I don't know.
For what? For a tan
there's like
sofa?
$10 pillows. Like, I don't know.
That part.
And they'll ship them. So we'll see about that.
I think I did already tell you that if you see opportunities, don't ask questions, just buy stuff and then send us an invoice. Like, I was joking. I think it was with you, me, Heather, and Lauren in our Marco Polo or something. I was like, you already know the vibe. So if you see it, don't second guess it because I'm sure someone else is going to grab it. I've watched you and how many other people are going with you?
2 others. So me and Jennifer Ramsey and Allison Halton.
Okay. Yeah, I've watched you guys buy rugs. So I feel like if pillows and furniture are anything like that, it's going to
I
be
know.
pandemonium.
Allison is the big shopper. She keeps inventory and she does some
She's
good
ready.
damage. So yeah. But we all have a little
That'll
bit
be
of
fun.
different styles too, which is good for things like that. Like you never want to really go shopping on a hunt situation with people that you're fighting for the same stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. You all do something a little different. And
Hopefully.
yeah, it's hopefully. Wait, speaking of pillows, did I put it in that group thread with us where my boyfriend's mom, Sam's mom, has worked in garments and garment production and all sorts of like anything sewing or seamstress related over the course of like her lifespan after coming here as a refugee from Cambodia. Like garment manufacturing, garment production was kind of like the way that her family earned money. She has like industrial quality machine that she uses.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of how they paid their way through life. Like it was like the machine is a part of our family. It helped us survive when we were first here.
Sure.
And I was asking her, I had all these remnant fabrics, and I've been asking her, I'm like, do you want like work, like paid work? Because a lot of garment work is not paid very well, as you could imagine.
Yeah.
And it's usually like a lot of work and you're paid by the piece. And then meanwhile, pillows are so easy, but like average cost of producing a pillow near me in Greater LA with a workroom or a upholsterer shop or something like that, $60.
Yeah.
Like still kind of high if I want to maximize my margins. So I actually took like 30 pillows worth of fabrics and remnants that I had here at the studio that I've always been meaning. And I'm like, I was like, do you want like paid work? Like, is this like real work? Not you're doing a favor for me. And she's like, she's going to make a couple of templates of different pillows and like get the shape right for me on her patterns. She doesn't really have anything she uses for those. Like she works with garments. So she's going to put a couple together for me. And
Are
then
you giving her like some examples like from your office?
Yeah, I gave her a couple of mine that were made for my studio so she can kind of get that curvature right in the corners. You know how they like kind of curve them in to get that so the fill tightens them. And then I had a couple of zippers that my upholsterer gave me from when I had some stuff made before. I had like extras. They're these like gold, you've seen them. They're like just gold zippers, like metal. And so she's like, I'm going to try using those. She goes, they stick a lot. Like of course, like she's already a professional. She's like, they're pretty, but they stick a lot when they're like that. Like she's already got like the seamstress mindset on them.
And
I'm like, no one uses.
Yeah.
I was like, people don't really use these. Like you're not really meant to keep taking them on and off every week, like a pair of underwear or clothing. Oh my God, could you imagine someone changing their underwear weekly? That's
or
gross.
zippers.
But but like socks,
Zippered
like you're not
underwear?
changing them. You're not pulling the pillowcase off every day from a decorative pillow, but I'll let you know how it'll turn out. But I have some really cool fabrics in there, and I'm considering doing like a studio open house / come by the stuff I've got thing once everything's done. Because I have it's like, well, what's the point of getting my office more organized, getting stuff put together, clearing out some stuff, getting ready for the wallpaper to get installed here next to me so I can do a branding shoot. Like there should be something at the end of all that that's kind of like, well, I culminated all of this and it's here, it's clean, it's organized, it's ready. So I'm going to add those pillows into some of the other styling, staging props and stuff that I've just inventoried for too long, and it's time to circle it out. So
is it a sale or like a party?
I don't know. The vibe is kind of some of all of it, maybe.
That's like daytime, nighttime?
Yeah, I'm thinking like a 10 to 2 on a Saturday type of energy.
So more
like
sale,
springtime,
but
come say hi.
Yeah.
We're here. Like if you've been curious and I feel like selling stuff gives people a reason to just pop through versus if they just were like, whoa, I've always been curious. Like I follow you here in Long Beach or I'm nearby. They'll come if they have the excuse of looking at stuff, maybe. Like,
Yeah, I'm going to our friend Jen McEnany. Am I saying it right? Sorry, Jen.
McEnany?
Swoon
Yeah.
Inside. I think she's doing a name change too,
Yeah.
but
It's now
she's
going to be Studio Delphine.
yeah. So she's having an open
Yeah.
house at her studio in Alameda, and I have good friends that live there, so I'm making a night of it tomorrow night. So I'm excited to go see. Like I've seen little sneak peeks of it. She's been keeping it kind of like a lid on what she's doing, but everything looks amazing that I've seen.
Oh my
So
God.
of
And
course, she
the
does beautiful work.
the details that she's just like, I can't believe we get to work in this. I'm like, hell yeah. You should, if you're there, I wonder if she'll be there. I met at Rick Campos Design Biz Retreat last October. I met Brandy Graham, and she's a designer in Alameda and her company's Market and Nest. And she's in our Loyal Hotties also. But I'm curious if she'll be there because she and I like hit it off so fast. Like, you know, when you see your people and you're just like, got it. Like, let's jump into the deep combos. So I wonder if you'll run into her there, but she'd be so fun. I feel like you guys both have that like rebel spirit. You'll probably identify her immediately if she's there when you're there.
I'll look her up because by the time this airs, will have passed. So
yeah.
We shall see.
Yeah, then you could tell us later that you got to see her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was starting to tell you, we always like jump on here and then start talking, and then I say, stop. We need to save it for the pod. So I was on a walk this morning and coming back, trying to like pull it together before we met. And then I got a text from the client I was wearing my AirPods, my phone was in my pocket. And this is like, tell me if this has happened to you or does happen when Siri tells you, you have received a long message from blank. 3 photos attached. Like that, when it's a client, is like, oh no, you know it's not good.
It's not going to be like I'm writing you a really long love note and how happy we are and we woke up so excited.
Well, maybe
or
if
like,
the project's over, but not like mid finishing construction, paint's going out.
Precisely.
Like, yeah, because you don't get a long message if it's, we love it, or
I just want to tell you how amazing this has been so far, and we just can't wait to see it was not a love note for sure.
No, and I'm seeing her this afternoon. No, so well, it's nothing to me, but yeah, we're doing this limewash in the studio space. And I've been asking the contractor like who's doing it, and he had his wife do the first coat, who's like, she kind of knows what she's doing, and the first coat looked great. And we're doing that one's a Color Atelier formula. And we got, with them, you can buy like 3 strengths when you purchase their stuff. Like
strengths of what? Of the paint?
Of the limewash? Yeah. So it automatically, it's, I guess, easier to add depth that way. So you can add the darks and lights in as you're doing it.
Oh, okay.
So that was what it was about. Because she said, whoever did the second coat, which wasn't his wife, did not have the same skills and techniques.
Oh,
no. So she's having a picture.
So the brushwork is like terrible?
It looks like brushwork. Like,
oh, so childlike painting quality.
Well, like you can see the big brush and like half of the walls dark. Like, I don't know what happened. So anyway.
They probably weren't like switching. Already what I'm imagining is that they weren't doing short enough. Like they kind of have to do that figure 8 kind of brushiness, and like messy.
Smush around and not like see like
swipes, lines. Yeah. You can like constantly have to keep the brush move, which we know, but it sounds like whoever did it did not know.
But also didn't maybe know what the goal was, because you would look at that and be like, oh, that doesn't look right immediately. So
you would, but
well, yeah, I don't know.
Somebody
who
did the job and walked away. That's sick. That's sad.
So I guess it's not, the contractor told me it's not done, but well, we're meeting there today.
Okay.
But that's just like the worst, getting that text message. Like, Siri, I need Siri so we need the next level of AI where, okay, you got a long text from the client. It's not that bad, but you should probably read it.
Honestly, I would love.
Like, give me a little like framework.
I would love if Siri could say, this looks like it's work related and you're still before your work hours, and like maybe, I don't know. That's the
But
next
this is
level
pretty
of stuff.
important.
So when you
Or,
sit down, you need to look at this.
but
Like,
it's
yeah.
not like I wouldn't look at it, but I also want to know like how psyched up am I for that? Like it's my morning about to
Is my day
explode.
ruined?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, was like, well, how bad is my day about to be
Well,
thrown off because of this one thing?
and we've been talking to Marco Polo about how like I'm learning just more about different things about my brain, but how I have
Rejection sensitivity?
rejection sensitivity. Yes.
Yeah.
And that is like the biggest trigger of like a client not liking something in a moment like that. Like, and we were talking about the nuances of
Yeah.
it. Like, I have no problem with getting feedback in a presentation, and like I can, collaborate with the client to make sure like I want them to be happy, and it's an easy conversation to have when you're still in the creation phase. And that to me is like it's still the sandbox, like we're still playing and I'm not
Like anything,
attached.
yeah. Just because you change that color, like I might have really liked that color for the design. I might have really enjoyed it, but I know it's not the only thing that will work. I know it wasn't.
Yeah. And no money's been spent. I think that's part of it too. So when things are starting to actually get constructed and someone doesn't like something, then oh no, like this is costing somebody something.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
maybe
Like
a
the
lot.
tile guy's gonna have something, the contractor, or we're gonna have
But
an
the
issue. But
client
like,
is somehow absorbing something they don't like. Yeah. So that really is a big trigger for me that I'm working through. And it's nothing, the client did absolutely nothing wrong. She's like, I hate to complain. I'm like, no, you're the one with
like this
eyes
is
on
something.
it. Like, I need you to tell me. Yeah.
This is complain worthy for her case.
That's
Like
not
what
even
she's seeing
complaining.
is
Yeah.
like.
Um,
But we've both have had some of that in different ways. Yours has been never really about the creative work. It's always been like, did I do something wrong, or was I responsible for something that I didn't know was my responsibility? Like that might even be a different thing where you're like, are you mad at me because of something I didn't have control over? Or like,
right.
what are we
Which,
talking
like,
about here?
one
Like,
crazy client this was a long time ago, and I'm sure I've talked about it here, definitely on Patreon, but
oh
about
yeah.
questioning my ethics. Like that is like, oh hell no. But also, did I do something like unethical? But that was more of them just not understanding the process of like when you buy custom furniture, like you don't get it back. And there wasn't a problem. They were just changing their mind on some stuff. I don't
Right.
Because if there's an actual problem, I make it right. And I've made it right in 8 things for clients, because even if it wasn't my fault, but
hers was particularly like
yeah.
aggro energy. Like it was like hard and fast and aggressive kind of at times. And that
like
is really like,
unreasonable. It was unreasonable.
and it was like an unnecessary escalate. Like the
Yes.
escalation of that was unnecessary because it's like one thing hadn't even been addressed before the next pile on was happening. And then it was just like, well, I've just decided.
Yeah,
And
she just
it was
pushed
like,
eject, and it was like, whoa, I can't do any, like, there's no resolve. I
There's
was like
nothing to be
banned from the
done.
house. She wouldn't let the
Yeah, that's right.
receiver take any photos for me to see, even though I was like still kind of responsible for the
Yeah, like what if
project at
there
that
had
point.
been damages when it got
Yeah.
delivered and there was no evidence of anything? Like there's absolutely nothing that could be done, but you were just like, okay, well, let me just try to get away from you fast, I guess. Like
Yeah, that was nuts. But
that
so
was
that like
crazy.
created a internal kind of reaction to things that I did do therapy and EMDR for, which has definitely
Mhm.
helped. But so anyway, the thing this morning did not like elevate my blood pressure in any way, but it's just like, oh no, I hope something's not terrible.
Like, let's hope there's
That
nothing
can't be
else.
fixed. Yeah.
So this sounds like it's like the painter just has to come back and fix it, or someone else has to come in who's not that painter, right? Like that's the
Yeah,
vibe of this
there's
one.
something like that where
Okay.
he's gonna be able to meet us there today. So the contractor,
Okay.
he'll fix it.
I know. It's hard because like I had someone I asked for a limewash recommendation for one of my past contractors for a project that I was doing like design only on, and they're local and I like them and I had no problem referring someone for them to work with. Like they're going to contract with them, but there really aren't a lot of painters. If you ask them, like, have you done this before? There's not that many who have. So it still is, even though it seems very like prolific in our world, in the grander world of painting most people's homes, like 90% of people's homes will never have a specialty paint finish. They're just going to be using like
They'll never have
eggshell
a
plain stuff. Like,
they'll never have anything but Swiss coffee. Yeah.
yeah. Or they're like doing Whisper by Dunn Edwards, like everywhere, you know? It's just like easy to do, and that's most people. So
I know.
don't
I
blame
was
her.
talking to a painter once, and he said most projects he does is the exact same color repainted. Which
Oh, they
to
just put
me,
back what they already had.
yeah, for 30 years. Like that is
Wouldn't that make
wild
you?
to me. I mean,
That
I
makes
get
me
it,
sad right
but
now because I was posting pictures this week on Instagram stories. My studio has been looking very beautiful lately, not to brag, but like the light has been good in the mornings, the sun height changed, so now I get this beautiful like golden streaming light in the morning. And then everyone's like, I've been getting comments, a lot of designers and hotties who are like, oh my God, the green looks so good, the paint. And I'm like, this has been in here now since what, 2022? Like when I moved
yeah.
in, and like it was fresh and it felt current at the time I did this. Like I have this like that rosemary green from Sherwin-Williams,
Mhm.
and it almost feels like it's time to change for something else already, because like that's how quickly the paint color like cycle just changes. And now I'm just like, do I want to paint something bright pink? Do I want to paint like I don't know what I want to do next, but I need to like wait a
Little
second.
splash.
But I think it's time to like refresh a little bit and pick something new. And I would die if I had to just be like keep painting the same color over and over. Like that would just
No,
kill
even
me.
if I loved the color, like I would
How are
just,
you
I would
concentrating with
never.
Desmond staring
Like,
right
can you
at
see
you like
that's his
that?
nose and
His
his
nose is
eyes?
like,
Like,
yes. No, his nose came up into the corner of the screen and you're like looking like you're trying to ignore him, and he's not. He wants to be with us. That's okay.
he is so
I would die if I had to
thirsty.
paint the same color again and again. Or if like probably a lot of times for a lot of like partners and relationships, they're just like, I don't want to argue over a new color. We know we like the old one, just paint it. And most people just kind of give up. Like,
But most people
okay,
are
like,
just boring. Or like, okay, that's
girl,
that's
that is the
judgy.
truth.
It's judgy but true. But
True, but a little
also,
true.
but also they don't care. That just needs to be painted because the paint is scuffed, or it's
Right,
like
right.
maintenance,
Like when you
not
go to
decor.
when you go to Norwalk Furniture, you're going to see mostly beige or brown or neutral things being made. Like that's just the truth. That's not a read on them. That's not a read on their clients. It's that just like most of the stuff they produce is
For most
for
people, yeah.
a neutral loving audience who's like, oh, I'm buying a sofa. It's a big investment. I only want to do it once, and I know neutral will last me. And then that's just what they buy.
I think that might be why we're kind of on their radar, because most of our, not most, a lot of our
A
orders
lot of your
are
stuff is different.
like the crazier patterns that they produce.
And you guys are trying to do like specialty applications. They probably don't get a lot of specialty applications.
I don't know. I'm really curious to see. I'm really curious because I bet there's people doing stuff I hadn't thought of too. So
Yeah. I would love to see some of that stuff. There's I just love to see what people are doing. Like, where is their creativity thinking of stuff?
yeah, or what their clients in different styles of homes in different regions. That makes
Oh, wait.
sense.
Speaking of, I wonder if I can tilt my screen so you can see this. Just bear with me. Okay, so I have this like rounded Norwalk chair, this like leather one. I forget what
Yeah.
model it is. It's a Kim Salmello one.
I
I have been
think it discontinued.
which leads me to, because I was thinking, what would I do with it?
Your Venus
if I
discontinued too. Sorry.
I know it did. I know. And that's why, again, it's time for some studio refresh stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because I look at this picture I found of It's a leather chair, and I don't think it's tattoo. I think it's like pen or ink or something like that. But stay with me. It's like kind of cool. And then they have these ones that look even more tattooed, where they're like legit, like sort of like tattoo ink skill level and stuff. And I don't think I'm quite at that level.
Wait,
But a
you're going
couple
to
of my
paint on
friends,
it? Is that what you're saying?
I'm thinking about it, or talking to one of my friends who does tattoo work and seeing if I could get them to like do something fun with it, because it's a really cool idea if I can do it right. Like, even like look at this, like a painted on or drawn on like sofa kind of vibe. Like, I
That's
don't know.
cool.
I think there could be something fun with that, because I've gotten my cost out of that chair. Like, it's been sit
What
test
if
plenty of times,
you
but look at how cool that is.
have you
Like,
seen? Okay, I'm having two thoughts. Have you seen those canvas jackets that are? It was similar to that one you just showed. That would looked more like patches.
yeah,
Like Jacob Elordi has one, and they're all like
yes.
you get them custom. There's this name for them. You get them custom made, and they're all like kind of like a tattoos
Yeah,
where they're like
they're
different things about
personalized.
you, and they're like painted with acrylics on it.
Yes.
What are they called? Do you know what I'm talking about? Desmond,
I
get
don't
down
know what they're called, but
here.
I know what you're talking about. And
Ugh.
that's sort of the type of energy that I want to go
Okay, my
towards.
second thought is, I guess, what are you going to do with it? Because not like, what if you, I don't know if you would want to do this, but what if you did it and auctioned it off or something and got some attention on it?
Oh,
Because like having it in your studio would be cool, but no one really sees it.
it's just me. Yeah.
And that would be
Yeah, I don't
probably a big
know.
expense.
Yeah. And some of
So
it was
something
going to
that you could
depend
get some
on,
like press or something from, you know?
yeah. Ooh, there's interest. That's an interesting angle I haven't really thought of.
Then maybe they would donate sometime.
Or yeah, like be involved in it somehow. Okay, I'm paying attention. I don't know what I would do with that idea.
Because if you auctioned it off, even if it was online,
Yeah.
you get a lot of attention for that and interest, and then like pick a cause,
Yeah. Okay, there's something fun with
and
that.
then it's a write-off.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, technically.
I mean, but it'd be more
But it's
for
also
like
just something fun to
promotion
do with
and
it.
like showing, yeah, like collaboration. Like there could be a whole arc to it.
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of like this style of chair is nice, but the leather, I'm glad I did it just so I could practice with like seeing how the leather works, keeping up with it. Like it's been mostly in my studio. And I think it'd be fun to just do something way different with it. So
Yeah.
I don't know, stay tuned. I'm talking to one of my friends he actually did my tattoos. Like he did like my swallow tattoos that I have here on my shoulder. And he did like, I have this giant kraken on my leg that he did. And if he's not doing it, he's working full time in something else right now, then I'm sure there's going to be somewhere that I could pitch this, or maybe even it's like, you know what I wonder? Oh, wait, this is like in real time. I wonder if there's a way that I could get
Trying to find that.
multiple artists around Long Beach, like just put an open call to Long Beach artists of like,
Yeah.
you can like, basically like this is like Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, but it's this leather chair. And I want only artists are creative in Long Beach to do this like chair, and then everybody adds their thing to it, and maybe it can be ongoing for a while and like have them keep adding. I don't know. That
Yeah,
might be
because it
kind of
could
cool
be
too.
like
Like longer
similar.
term, like what did they add this week? And maybe I could put it on TikTok of like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
getting this, like where I'm working with local artists and creative who want to come, and we're all doing like, we're going to cover this whole chair in flash tattoos. I want to see your art. I want it to be unique and fun. And then when we're done and it's full, then we're going to like auction it off. And maybe I need to think about like, is there a tight angle on who it go, like how, like does the charity need to align with like something about that, or I
I
don't
think
know.
like if you keep it all local.
Yeah, I think I should look at that. This is a good idea.
So I
Come on,
just
creative
found,
director.
come on, marketing. I just found this picture of
Yes.
Jacob Elordi.
Yeah, that is kind of the vibe and the energy.
So each thing is very specific. If you like zoomed in, you could like tell. It's like people get how they get tattoos sometimes, but like you could see Frankenstein's on there, like where he's from, like Australia's on there, like different details that probably mean something to him.
I forget he's Australian.
Oh, he talks about
he does
it all
a lot
the time.
of. Yeah, I know. Nothing. You know what? And I'll give it to vegans and Australians. You will always know what they are.
Well, I mean, I get there, like, but I mean, not that it's a small country, but it still kind of is. And I think they're like,
I mean,
in the acting community, there aren't that many.
What? Well, I mean, they're a giant country, but
not
like
highly populated per capita.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, what's the population?
I don't know. We have some Australian listeners, so pipe in, guys.
Australia has.
We don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I know. 27.7 million people. Long Beach has 500,000. I think Greater LA.
Yeah, what does California have? Probably similar.
Like the whole state? 39 million.
Whoa. Okay, so California has more than the whole country.
And they have a lot
and it's a huge
territory.
Yeah, like their country is physically huge.
That kind of reminds me a little bit of Canada, because Canada has like 41 million people, but they have a huge territory.
They also like protect a lot of it and take care of their natural resources.
Can you imagine? Oh my God. Okay, wait. I'm not going to talk very long about this. It's depressing and we don't really like that sometimes. But speaking of natural resources, I don't know if you saw the news. You've been paying attention to the war in Iran and like Qatar's natural gas supply was attacked by Iran as like part of like, a war.
Mm-hmm.
And it represents like 17% of the global supply of liquid natural gas. And it's going to impact a lot of countries in Asia, the Middle East, some parts of Europe. And like, if we're thinking that is not going to continue to impact freight and shipping costs, like, let's just be real. Like, I know we're not all like desperately watching the news, and I'm not, Fred and Dennis at Business of Home, but
Forehand
natural gas
bumped up 1%. With Forehand just said we have 1% raising freight.
Yeah, and
effective today.
And a lot of that's going to be fuel costs because gasoline is going up. Like, it's going to continue to go up more than likely. And yeah, it's just, I mean, everything is interconnected globally. So we know that like one domino falls somewhere else. And they said that, honestly, this is what I'm paying attention to this stuff now. I'm watching Al Jazeera in English, which is like their own separate network. So you can watch it online on TikTok and things like that. Honestly, I find the news there way more compelling and like better reported than a lot of our US based news. And they're like, this is something that's happening right now. And they've already said that like they spent, I don't know, like 20 billion on this facility that was attacked. And that was only several years ago that they finished it. So it's going to cost exponentially more now to rebuild that facility. And they expect production to be limited by that 20% for at least 3 to 5 years. That's not oh my God, a factory froze in Texas during a freak storm. And when they fix it, it'll be back up
foam
in
only.
A year. Or it's only foam.
Foam
like,
for cushioning our butts.
This is definitely going to be something that like a 20% reduction in the world's supply of liquid natural gas. Like, that's pretty rough. And like, you might be living in a part of the United States where you're like, oh, natural gas won't impact me. We have that here. Like, California has some, Texas has some. We have a lot here. But globally, that cost, because so much of what we get is from everywhere else, we're for sure going to pay for that. Like,
yeah, no, we already.
So I don't know. I'm starting to talk. I'm starting to just have casual conversation with clients of like, hey, just paying attention globally, like this stuff, by the time your stuff gets moving, this stuff will already have impacted you. Unless you're literally clicking add to cart or approving a proposal today, anything you see on the news is going to impact us further down the road. Just start mentally preparing yourself for that.
It doesn't matter though, because the Forehand change is effective on things that haven't shipped yet. So I'm on back order. I'm back, like I have a few things I'm waiting that are back ordered that clients paid me for months ago. So, I mean, 1% isn't going to be that big of a deal. I'll see. But that's really annoying because I'm waiting on them. And
Yeah.
I think the percentage went up
it does hurt.
yesterday and then my shit shipped today. So that's also like really
And like
whatever.
none of this was available to ship before the increase kind of vibe. Yeah, I would. The timing on that,
Sus.
a little sus. I would, if I had the power, I would be really curious to see, like, how does the company plan that? And like, are there orders that are ready for shipment that should have been approved before that? Or
Released.
did we just like, yeah. Or did we just like take advantage of the fact that we're doing this anyway? Like,
I mean, if it's like a $1,700 order, then that's $17? No. What's 1%?
but I'm sure they have a report that shows them like, hey, we
For
can either
me,
cover this
for
cost.
my individual impact.
Yeah, I'm sure they pulled a report and they're like, if we do the price increase today, it's X amount of our loss or whatever is covered or X amount of our overhead is covered. If we wait one more day and we get all these orders out, we lose this much. Like, I'm sure they're making decisions. It is just a little sus. Like,
I mean,
a little.
I can't imagine what they have to deal with. So whatever. But yeah.
It's honestly whatever, but yeah, that's the episode title. It's just like everything that's happening. And then
all terrible.
It's not okay. Wait, it's not all terrible. I don't know how much you want to talk about it, but your husband's retiring soon. It's not terrible for him, but it could be terrible for you.
It's terrible.
It's gonna be. We've been in Marco Polo, and you're just like, oh my god, I know he's gonna like be around more and like want time and attention, like a husband does.
It's a real mixed bag. Well, he also has been gone a lot the last year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little bit of like you're home all the time now. But
like you walk into a room and it's like, oh, you're here. And he's like, yep, I live here. And you're like, uh-huh. Like, yeah, you do.
But no, I mean, he's definitely, he needs it. Like, he has had a really hard job for 25 years. So
yeah,
it's deserved for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he'll be definitely like picking up child duty and be more involved in all that, which will be really great. And he's very much like a keeping the house maintained and goes to the grocery store and cooks and clean. Like, I'm not complaining about any of that.
No. I know you're not. And that's honestly like, that is basically a job's worth of stuff to be done, which is why it's so hard. Like, as any family, usually, like, there's just too much to be done for any one
that's
person.
why historically, like, somebody was home, but I don't see this as a permanent
he's too extra to not find something else.
Oh, he could definitely be fine just putzing around here for the rest of his days. I just think that's a little like not great for bigger brain.
Everybody?
Yeah.
No, totally not. I mean, my grandpa was an engineer, and even after he left the fire department and retired from there, he was still engineering. He was still working on stuff with friends. Like, he was very active, always a learner, trying to challenge himself. If there was like a new machine that his friends bought and they were trying to fix it up, like they were buying tractors and forklifts, he's like, I'll get in and help you. Like,
yeah,
never did he ever, but he would.
Terry
and I feel like
won't
Terry would do
be
that.
on the couch at all. But I just think, already, I think it's hard for a lot of men. They get to a certain age and their friendships kind of drop off. Like, they haven't built community like most women have in the same way as outside of work, especially. And I just don't think that's great for the next 30 years. And it's kind of boring. Like, what are we going to talk about? The tomatoes look great. Like, I don't know.
Or it's going to have to be, it turns into the like, you need to have hobbies, which he really hasn't had a lot of time for.
But like all the hobbies are solo hobbies. Like, and that I just don't. I mean, he doesn't agree with me, and we talk about this, but we'll see. He needs a break, and he needs a little rest, and then I think.
Maybe something will bubble up because for so long he's
Yeah.
never even had space to let a different idea. Like he's just like, I'm trying to get to the finish line here. Like,
Yeah,
let
and
me pick
it's
the next
all or
race when I'm
nothing.
done. Yeah, I'm really curious to see where he lands on a couple things. I feel like you're right to encourage that he still keep finding something. Does it have to be this other like crazy job or something? No, but like it'd be nice if he would find a way to like socialize and meet some people or,
Just
you
be
know.
out of the house and not like like Cecily also doesn't need him like overly focused on her every move. Like
Oh my
that's
God, yeah.
not going to
Please
go
don't.
over well
Yeah, please
into
don't take a
teenage
special
land.
interest. Yeah, don't take a special interest in your pretty much teenage daughter's like every movement because that's the
Because it's
fastest way to
even
get her
this
out.
morning,
Like,
for like an example, like when she's in the bathroom getting ready, like brush your teeth, brush your teeth. And he's like, no, wait until he's home today. He's like, no, wait until after breakfast. I'm like, no, brush them while they can be brushed. Like, I don't care if there's a banana,
like an order of operations is not important.
not
Like,
if it's like we brush or we don't
or we
brush.
don't.
Like, that's
Yes.
where I'm like just triaging every day, every morning to get out of the house still. And he's like, wait, no, she needs to wait till after. I'm like, dude, unless you're going to stand here and hover over every step of the way, like maybe like go for it. But that's not how this works here. Like we do what we can when we can do it. Oh my God.
He's
sorry,
making you jumpy too. No, that's okay. Yeah, what I'm hearing though about that is the like perfection is like progress is better than perfection. Like let's just get her teeth brushed, even if they're not perfectly cleaned.
And it
like,
doesn't matter.
It's not for a
like
a teenager.
You brush
like,
the schmutz off from the night. Like,
and guess what? There's going to be more because she's going to go to school and eat something or she's going to drink something.
Unless she's going to brush her teeth after every meal, then I don't know. I mean, okay, dentists can have an argument about it, but otherwise,
the dentist might be annoying
and keep it moving.
I know. I feel like that's one of the things where you're just like, you're already in I know which battle I'm going to fight here, and it's not that one. And then you're like hoping to be like, hey, could I help you avoid that problem? Like, and he's going to have some learning experience with that too, of like, well, that didn't work. Like,
and also, like the fighting, and I just want to have as smooth of a morning as possible. Like while she's in the bathroom, let's do all the bathroom things. Like change look. Like don't go to the second location unless you're like never gonna go back to the.
Oh yeah, like once you leave that room, it's done.
It's forgotten. We're moving out the door. Like the way our house is set up, it's like all one direction. It's like an assembly line. Start in the bedroom, next the bathroom, then the kitchen, then the garage. Like move them out.
Just keep rolling.
Anyway, so that starts in July. Every day I get a text message with this little countdown screenshot he has of how many days and hours with the sunset background,
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's definitely some, it's just like hasn't made itself clear yet, but I'm sure there's going to be some benefits for you in this. And like, maybe it's not something like very directly easy to translate yet. Like it'll unravel itself of like, actually this stuff got much better after that. And you just like don't know what it is yet.
Well, I think, and this isn't coming from him necessarily, or even, I guess maybe like he's not aware that this is happening, but his career has been the priority. Like he has the benefits, he has the stability, he has the pension, like makes sense. Like I've been evolving and growing my business and figuring out what I'm doing. And I've always been having a business since we've been together. So I think this is going to be where my career is the priority.
Yeah.
If there's like a choice between something. So
yeah, especially because you're at least right now, like, I don't know if you'd say this, but I feel like your trajectory is picking up on quite a few things that you're working on. And like you have some critical mass that's starting to build on some things that you've been working on and like generally been spending the greater part of it. Honestly, I would say like the last 2 years, you've been really like building in yourself, your motivation, like the work you want to do. Like,
Yeah.
this isn't like a fast culmination. Like, you've been really planting the seeds and like watching the soil for 2 years here, trying to get things where you want them. And you're like right at that. I feel like you've got a wave you're trying to stay on top of. And so like this is critical for you too. You probably feel
Yeah.
a little bit of that, of like, please don't pull me backwards because you're now at a different stage. Like, please let me
And he's
continue
not,
the
and he never
progress. Like,
has. It's just, yeah. But yeah, totally. Like, I do feel the last 2 years, maybe year and a half,
mhm.
I've had the clientele that I want and like
Yeah.
truly like fills my bucket, like in every
Yeah.
way. Like, they trust me. I love being with them. We have fun, like creating things, and in a way it's like collaborative. Yeah, for sure. And I don't feel that icky feeling that I used to feel when I knew things weren't a fit
With
client
clients, you
and
mean?
the
Yeah.
project. And it's like not the people necessary, or for 99% of it, it wasn't the people. It was just the fit of the project in one way or another.
Yeah. Yeah. There's always like a little bit of, maybe not always, but there's a space where you kind of get into like, well, this project, but this thing wasn't quite right. Or this
Or I
client,
said
like
yes to things that I shouldn't have because there wasn't enough of a scope to like let me really get into
get in
it
there.
and
Yeah.
create something amazing for anybody. So yeah, and I know we both talked about that and like the more consultative work, or like I'm not designing a bathroom or a kitchen anymore.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm flush with jobs, but I have enough of great work, and I know I have to have furniture. Like, if I don't have furniture, it's really not going to do it for me.
No, there's nothing in there that's going to make it keep going. I mean, it's hard. It's like hard to say. I've had discovery calls where like, oh, I would really prefer to do all the ordering. And I was like, I hear you. That's something that we don't offer in this service. So like, this is part of what makes it sustainable for us. It keeps us invested in the design. It gives us the profitability that we need to be able to like keep our business running. If that's what you think you need to do, I just will warn you, like, it's not going to go as well as you think it is. It's a lot of work to track and maintain all of that. And then on that call, the wife was there on the call too. And she's like saying to them, like, why do you want to do that? Like, I could tell that she was the one who was like, wait,
The husband
why
was
would
wanting
we?
to?
The husband was the one who was like, oh, I think I should just order it all. And then she was like, why? Like, it was funny to watch that dynamic play out of like how couples are. TBD on that one. That one I just had a discovery call with a couple weeks ago, and I wasn't feeling super great about it. And I was the one who was like, if you're serious about the numbers and what you want to do, let me know. And like, then we can schedule an in-home consult as the next step. And then I had a follow-up. I think last Friday I told you, or the last one, I had a call with a family, and the wife joined this call because the first one she wasn't available. And at the end, there was a moment where I feel like I had hit like enough of the points that the wife would be concerned about in talking about like process and steps, and she had seen the investment guide. And then she had to jump off, and the husband was like, he's like, hey man, he's like, I think you really got her attention at the end there. He was like, in my head, I always thought this was your job to lose. So he's like, we're gonna look at our schedule. We have one more meeting with our architect before we feel like we have like a plan that you could work from, and we'll go from there. That was just last Friday, so I'm not stressing about it. But for every call where it didn't go well, I have another one where it's like, nope, these are the people I'm supposed to be talking to.
Yeah.
So just
Like,
keep staying the course. Even if not everyone is saying yes, like stay the course, because there's a reason why you need to be there.
I truly believe, and this is one of the hardest things to actually do, is leaving room and saying no so that there is space for the one that you really want to say capital yes to.
Yes.
And that is so hard when the bank account's starting to dwindle and
Oh
you're
yeah, I'm looking at my cash flow forecast. I'm like,
getting nervous.
signing one of these in April is important. Like I was like, yep, I need to predict further out. Like I need to continue to move forward, and predicting out that flow is why I'm like, yeah, I need to lean in on this, or I need to like loop back to existing clients and talk about
Yeah.
scope. Like, hey, has anything, like now that we're further in, like are there spaces we ignored because we didn't want to add those to scope and now you want me to do them? Like, I do think it's worth, I don't say this enough, but I do think it's always worth checking in with your existing clients on where additional like kind of cross-sell opportunity is, instead of let me go and spend all my energy hustling someone new. It's like, does it make sense to return to past clients first? It's like a private menu offering, and ask them what they're working on.
I was going to say that. Like right now, I started one new project with a new client. Otherwise, all of my pipeline that I'm getting fed is existing clients with ongoing projects. And there's a couple more opportunities that I could see coming up, which would just like make me so happy to like keep working the clients that I love, that we already like know each other. Like I know what they like.
As a shorthand.
Yeah. And we can just like keep it moving and keep working. Like I think I've brought this up before. I always say that. But if you remember the show Murphy Brown, probably not. But Candace Bergen and her painter that like basically lived at her house for years. What was his name? He was like a main character.
I remember his hair.
No. I want to just be that. Like one of
You want to be the painter?
Yeah.
Or no? Oh, but a designer version of that.
Yes. Where we're just like, I'm just kind of part of the family. Like one of my clients is really funny, and they just moved here from another state, and he's like always like looking for friends, and he's like, I just realized all my friends here are people that I pay. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
like, but I'll have a cocktail with you. Like, it could still it could still be fun.
Dang. But wait, that is sort of the isolation of celebrity in a way.
Well, that's not them, but
or like wealthy people. It's just like, well, it's like I might have some of those people, but a lot of the people I interact with on a day-to-day basis, it's like my assistant, a manager, a lawyer, a CPA.
Like their posse. I mean, they're not like they're just a normal family, really.
I mean, technically, most of the people we interact with on a daily basis are...
Yeah.
It's like contractors, vendors, suppliers, wholesalers, painter. Like they're all technically working with or for us, not friends, but yet... Some of my contractors,
still like talking to them. Yeah.
Some of them I really enjoy talking to. And like, I tell them, like, when they call me, I'm like, wait, let's do this important stuff first. And then you could tell me about, like, I'll ask them about their spouse or like their kid got involved in something. So I kind of feel like that's a normal pathway for a lot of our clientele. It's like most of the people around them are being paid to be around them
I don't know. I mean, I think most of my clients that have a community here, like they have genuine community, but it is hard when you're in your late 30s or 40s and you move somewhere. Like I've never done that, and to just start over. And they have little tiny kids. Like their community will grow naturally because they do have little tiny kids, which is a really easy way to meet people.
You're just gonna like gather like magnets because school will have something or an extracurricular, or it'll just never
you have
end.
something to meet around. But yeah, if you don't have that, then the will to do it also drops off. So.
Oh yeah, because you're also like, I really don't care about that people or things or whatever. Like I don't want to do that.
Leaving the house,
like,
leaving this beautiful house our designer designed for us.
I mean, yeah, my ideal clientele, I think, does like being at home, so it would be hard to meet people.
Well, hopefully they have people come to them.
I mean, that's for me, like, I have missed, not to switch gears like too harshly, I have missed not entertaining as much And because I really did have an ideal home for that before. And I
Yeah.
feel like, oh, I didn't realize that this was so much of a way that I like to see my friends and entertain or be with them, or even just like a pizza night is nice, like with friends. And that's something that like now that I'm like kind of getting settled in more and feeling like, okay, I actually have missed entertaining and having people
Well,
around
you
more
had the
often.
house for
And
not like, yes, the house was set up for it, but you were the house that did that, right? Like,
yes, it was like you could always, if people wanted to get together, but they didn't know where, or someone had like, you end up with friends who over time they're like, we can't really have that many people around the kids at the house. So can we go to another venue or whatever? And I'm always was ready to volunteer my home because we had the pool, we had the courtyards, the garden space, we had a room inside. And so I feel like I'm now in a vein of like learning what smaller scale stuff like that could be like, and what did those
it's also the
what are those
season, I think,
gatherings?
makes you feel like having people over.
Oh my God, nothing gets me going better than some sunlight and good weather. And like, it definitely has been that like schools out type of energy lately because people are, you were saying this, why is everybody on the road
Like, the
suddenly? Because the
traffic
sun
is
is out.
so
Like,
bad.
oh, and you're not lying. Like, I was like, oh, how many people had this much schedule flexibility? And I just never
I know.
realized it. Like, why are you all out here? I know why I'm here. Like,
Or like, I was talking to a window treatment workroom that woman, and she was saying that she got slammed like recently, and she said it's because of the weather,
I believe it. There's an
which
optimism
has
that
like
comes with
nothing to do
weather.
with the actual work, but people are just like, oh, let me just like pick my head up and see what's going on here.
I think people are just ready to come up out of it. Also, tax time is sort of, I feel like I also noticed a difference in the pace of conversations with people now as like, oh, well, we kind of know what our tax situation's going to look like. So we're ready to start
But
thinking of other things.
I don't really get that though. Like,
Why do they do that? Or it
well, you're
doesn't happen to you?
spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. How does what are you paying in tax? I mean, maybe, I guess, I don't really know. Everyone
I
has
think it's
different
for those,
situations, but that amount is like really like
it could
affecting.
be. I mean, it could be for most people. I would say the average person, probably not. They just don't want to have surprises and they like knowing. The the ideal clientele we're working with, they've probably already had a CPA helping them plan it.
Right.
So it's more of like a bandwidth issue. It's like, hey, I still get questions about this stuff. I'd rather not answer your stuff while I'm also doing this stuff. Like,
And like a few $100,000 isn't draining their bank account or
for the
their
ideal client,
net
yeah. Unless
worth.
they have like a surprise 50 grand tax payment. Like, yeah, I could see that eating your kitchen budget a little bit, but hopefully we didn't depend on your tax situation before we started planning your project out. Like,
Right.
my ideal
Unless you're like getting
clientele,
like audited or something. I don't like, it's not, I mean, I
yeah, that'd
get
be
where like
different.
you own a furniture store and you get busy after tax season because people are going to buy a $5,000 sofa from their refund, but
Yeah, they start spending more for that little stuff, but it's not going to be the difference between two tile selections, hopefully.
or doing a project or not doing a project. Maybe
Yeah,
I just don't know what I'm talking about.
I haven't had that level yet. It's more just like attention span and people's like readiness to jump into things is lighter. I don't
Yeah,
know what
maybe
it
just like a
is.
financial, like they have a clearer picture, I guess, in general. Yeah, I mean, I guess we did our backyard or our front yard project from our taxes last year,
Like,
but
I
that
think there's
wasn't
a level.
major. It was not that big.
No. And like most, if you're at like a really high level, most CPAs are providing you some sort of like tax guidance
Yeah, like
before your
managing
taxes of
that.
like, because even when I was selling my house, I was able to email the CPA and just say, okay, at what sales price am I going to have a tax liability? Like, where do we get over the break even point? And what would that tax liability be at that price point? And then the next, maybe another one above that. And honestly, it made a huge difference in the listing price that we put our home out for because neither one, my ex or I didn't want to create a larger tax liability than the benefit of selling. So that was like, honestly, that was the best money to spend on having a CPA who's really entrenched in our financial planning and like
Yeah.
aware of it. They were like, okay, there's some things that we were spreading out over multiple years. You'll have to recognize those when it sells. There's a few things that like you won't be eligible for. And they were able to talk through that. And that made it so easy to go through the rest of that sales process, honestly. Like, it was really beneficial to have someone who could say, make this decision because of XYZ, or once you pass this number, it's going to hurt you. I feel like obviously like that's
Or just
valuable
be
for our
prepared.
businesses,
Like,
but don't pretend it's not coming because you're going to have it. Like, yeah.
yeah, I'm
I don't know.
I'm
So
not really prepared for mine this year, but we'll see.
we do what we can. I'm on extension. That's fine. I'm here.
Same, but I actually have my books done. So I'm waiting for
I'm very happy
the
for
other
you that you
businesses.
did get yours because, yeah, you've in the past, like, your bookkeeping partners or like didn't help you
I
get
went
over
from
the
like
line.
filing
Like,
in October to filing in July to filing hopefully in May.
yeah, which is already a big improvement. And yeah, like I feel like mine are always really close, like May or June or something, like right past the timeline. And I think some of it is mostly my CPA's ability to like get it all done by the April 15th deadline is just really hard with consumers who don't or can't get extensions. And since I can, it's like, can we make you wait like 1 more week or 2 more weeks? And then,
Well, it's also I have to wait for 2 other businesses.
can you imagine? We like doing it this way. I don't know why, but yeah, it's fine. It's been a good like on-ramp to the year so far. Like reflecting on the last couple of months, like we've done a lot already in 3 months of the year.
Yeah. I'm not going to go too far into it, but I'll also talk about I am going back to Texas to do something there.
And then we'll have to wait and see hear about the rest later.
I think so. I don't know what I'm
Yeah.
allowed to say, but it's very
Okay.
exciting.
And the hotties are smart enough to maybe read between the lines a little bit, and you guys just be patient.
Yeah. Oh, and on that note, we haven't said we are taking a little bit of a spring mini break.
Yes. Oh my God, I forgot.
We should just
now as
mention
we're-
that. Yeah. Well, we have one
Yeah,
more
so-
episode. I think that's going to air.
You're asking me. I couldn't say.
We have a guest.
I think so.
We're recording her with a guest next week. I think she'll go
Oh yeah,
live
yeah,
before.
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. But something like the hotties, this is like something new that you guys haven't seen or heard yet, is that we are starting what we're calling reheated episodes for our hotties. And so we've been a very big back catalog that, shocker, a lot of hotties don't even get to, like, if they join the show at like episode 100, a lot of times statistically they're not going back to listen to past episodes and past interviews or
Please
topics and
don't.
designers. Some of them are rough, but we're pulling together a selection of episodes that are either like fan favorites or our favorites, hotties, and like getting a chance to go back and reflect on them and listen to them one more time. So we have some reheated episodes coming up
And
with
share video.
guests and
So we'll be
topics.
sharing video, which we didn't the first time, which it's not like beautiful, well lit.
I mean, it's not like cinema quality, video,
Well,
but to
also,
be able
like, I
to see
wasn't
some of your favorite
necessarily-
interviews. Yeah.
We've had some
think-
glow up since then too.
Oh, hell yeah. And I feel like the hotties, I think you're going to really like this because I know that there's something about the, like, as we've been listening through to a few different episodes, there's nuggets of wisdom that I wasn't ready for when I listened to them the first time or
Yeah.
when we interviewed the first time. And then now to hear them again, it's like, wait, I'm in a very different place in my business, in my mental state of mind, in my creativity. So it hits different in the same way that like Kate O'Hara's episodes on Luann Nigera like hit different when I'm in the deep of getting all of that stuff updated now. It resonates harder. It motivates me more to hear it now because
You
I'm
need it,
in
yeah.
that change. And I think that's what's really valuable about this medium of like podcasting is that it is there for you. It's like going back to read the scripture almost of like, reminder, this one really helped you at one point in your career, and like go back and think about it now with this new lens. And I think it's
Also,
fun.
like,
So
look at them. Like, they didn't know that this was gonna like, you know,
there's some cool
past us, like, didn't know things that were gonna happen, good and bad.
I almost texted you the other night, and you know what? I'm just gonna start doing it when I think about it. I forget. It was like Wednesday night, and I was literally like gonna write you a text of like that said, we literally built this shit from nothing. It came from our brains, and we turned it from just etherealness into tangible things. And it still blows my mind every day, like between the podcast and our businesses and like the community that we've built, like literally built from nothing, from scratch. Like, maybe not grassroots, but pretty close. Like,
Well, kind of. It was just
That's why
us and like 3 designers we knew.
and like a wing and a prayer. And I think there's just like, for designers listening to, it's not just that podcast, like it's also your businesses. If you're listening to this right now, it's just like, think about everything that you built from nothing. And this was like my anniversary week of leaving my banking career.
Congrats.
And thank you. 9 years, like that's really insane to think about how much, I mean, truly, so much of my life now is different than 9 years ago in so many wonderful ways, in so many unexpected ways. But the fact that like Renstead Interiors is still here, and like, I don't know, it's still mind-boggling. So,
And it's very meta of what we build, because we've built our businesses, are building our businesses, and then we're building people's homes and changing their lives. Like, okay, we're not solving the world, but we're impacting the world in different ways.
I still really believe that like changing the way that our clients live or improving the way that they live, I mean, honestly, like there might be a number of divorces that I've helped people avoid. Like fixing stuff in their homes might have removed just enough critical annoyances or created enough happiness in the finished result that like helps them move past other things. Or I think having a living
That's true. I don't think I've had anyone split.
Reduced friction or something is like maybe part of what I'm thinking about right now. This might be an abstract idea, and I'm open to like exploring it more, but I do feel like there is a lens of what we do, which is like, hey, isn't this about making life more beautiful and like able to help you when you're stressed? And like,
because
you probably
maybe
do.
There's an element of like, get me out of this shitty house.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. And then
like,
they don't have to do that
Or like
anymore.
every time I want to do this, it's annoying and you don't help me either. And it's like, well, why are we just not fixing that awful part of our house that
like
makes
fix
life...
the drawer and fix the marriage? Yeah.
Like, yeah, paint. Hey, how about you just like, when you think things are really bad, just like maybe give your house a deep clean and maybe paint the baseboards? Like...
Yeah, I thought I was depressed, but I really just needed to wallpaper my toilet room.
You know?
Yeah.
It's probably true for a lot of people. Like, you didn't need that. You just needed to like paint your cabinet or something. Like,
turn off the big light.
Buy a piece of art. Yes.
Get a table lamp. I just needed to get table lamps at night.
You didn't know you needed a dimmer switch in the bathroom.
Right. All right.
Wait, is that the show? Is that the show? The title of the show?
Sure.
I don't know. We'll see. TBD, everybody. But it's springtime. We're happy that you're with us.
Desmond found his angle back there. Look at him.
Yeah, he's perfect right there behind you. He's like, oh, you're going to look at them? I'm going to look at them too. Because he knows you can see him. He knows you can see him in the reflection. Yes, he's like perfectly situated there behind you. Hold on. I'm going to snap a picture of this because he's just like a diva. Like, oh, what a diva with you. Oh my God, he's so cute. Let's see if I could do that.
No, he's going to lick himself.
Right. Okay, well, hotties, until next time.
Stay hot, designers.
Thanks for listening to the Hot Young Designers Club podcast.
For more on what we talked about today, check out the show notes.
Your support helps us grow, so share with your design besties.
And subscribe and leave a review on Apple Podcasts.
Our conversations continue on Instagram.
And be sure to download our monthly resources on our website and our Patreon.